Let us look at the markets for semiconductors, because there's clearly still shortages around the globe. So when are you expecting that this is going to ease?
Now, the factory here obviously can only have a small impact on the shortage, but every wafer counts, so also this fab counts while it's ramping up, right? But the overall shortage surely is limited by the availability to serve the demand with a supply that's available on global scale. And a lot of investments are online to solve that, but as you know, all these investments take time, especially in semiconductor fabs. It's a number of years you have to spend to build a fab and grow it up to size. So definitely some of the shortages will go on for a longer time. So for sure for the year, maybe also reaching into next year, but some of the shortages may also be solved in this year because of the extensions that are going on.
Let us look at the time it does need to build up such a factory like the one in Dresden right now. And are you concerned that there is actually some sort of cycle that you're producing much more semiconductors when perhaps there's a lot more supply?
We are very bold on Dresden because Dresden is a special fab for special types of semiconductors. We are focused very much here on mechanical sensors, as you know. These are products which are in all wearables and we all use them anywhere. And it's actually an extension of the market which will happen. These sensors will be all around us and help in our lives. So this capacity will be added here. We go to 300 millimeters with this technology. That's on the edge of technology. And as well, we do here specific ASICs, so special semiconductors for purpose applications in vehicles and so on. And those kind of things are exactly the knots that are extremely tight right now. So that for a long time will be not enough capacity available for us, and therefore we build it.
Good morning, sir. This is Juliana from the London studio. How would you characterize Europe's overall ambition when it comes to semiconductor and chip production moving forward? There's been a lot of focus on trying to reduce global dependence on China when it comes to chips.
Now, our primary focus is to give the right functions to the consumers and users of our products. And this is an exciting journey because these products are getting more and more enhanced by semiconductors. Functions are much more available in the future, and semiconductors are very, very important to get these functions realized. If I have wearables around me, the sensors can directly react on my movements, on all my data, on my medical situation are recorded, and that's a lot of help, and that's also a lot of luxury because I don't have to adjust things and so on. And in the vehicles, it's also clear, beside of the electrification, which is driving a lot of new semiconductor business, there's a huge functional upgrade of vehicles. Because I always say nobody wants a boring electric car, always you want an exciting electric car. And that means there's a lot of electronics in that vehicle that is driving you, and you are driving it. And that's for sure a path to the future, which is initiating this investments. And that's the focus of us on the applications, and semiconductors is one of the most important tools to get these applications going.
That sounds like a very fair assessment of what people are looking for in their EVs. Sir, you spoke to a couple of my colleagues a couple of months ago, and you grabbed headlines. You warned that for sure we see a big recession in the making. Do you stand by that?
Well, in the making is always something which is not yet clear what it comes out to be, right? And we have both going. On one hand, there's clear signals that there is a recession in the making, as I said it, right? But on the other hand, obviously, there is also overhanging demand. So we didn't supply enough in many industries what people wanted. So for a while, you will still see us catching up with our supply towards the demand. That's for sure the case for the automotive business, but it's also for the house appliance and other areas where we are active and others. And now you see both of these tendencies at the same time. So the central banks are reacting and increasing interest rate to fight inflation, which for sure is going to one direction. And on the other hand, we are increasing supply. And that's actually the mix we see now. So definitely it's not a clear case, but next year we probably see much clearer. And then we have to see what it's about.
How is the situation in China at the moment?
Well, China is recovering from its lockdowns. So that's a strong boost we see, and everybody tries to come back to full scale. That's a big, big job because you have seen the lockdowns have been very, very sharp, and it was hard for the people. But people are back online, people are back in the jobs, and you see now a recovery mode. And for sure, China has a year coming up which they want to recover all of this, which is a big job to be done.